What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, and I'm your host for today's space news. Yes, it's been a while since we have done space news here, but never too late to do space news. It is one thing that actually does get um, requested. People are like, when do you do space news again? So as we are here again, I've been enjoying the springtime here in Maryland on the eastern shore of the United States of America, which means I am getting everything trimmed, all the life's coming back, the pool, everything is coming back to life. That means that everything needs to be fixed. All the lawnmowers, the weed whackers, you name it. Every year there's something wrong. So plus we got some home renovations going on. So that's Will's news from the space What's Up in the Sky Space News Center here. But that's why I haven't been making a lot of videos. The ones I have been, I've just been trying to do some real quick ones for you. But they will return. Let me tell you what, they will return. All right, now tomorrow, which is Monday, if you've already seen this, it was May 9th. You can go back and you'll be able to see it through the SLU satellite. Something very rare is going to happen. This is we're the third planet from the sun, so there's two in there, both going around it before us, and one's Mercury and the other one's Venus. Well, Mercury on May 9th, sky watchers on most of Earth will be able to see such of a transit. Basically, these transit happens when basically the sun's sitting here, we're spinning around here, and Mercury is going to come right in between our path of it. You can see it up here in the little corner, and here's the diagram piece right here. These are so rare. I don't think the next one's going to happen for, let's see. This happens less than twice a century with Venus and 13 or 14 times a century with Mercury. So, okay, you can't just go outside and look at it. Look up, you're going to blind yourself. So what a lot of us have are binoculars. You got binoculars for sporting events. We take them to the football games. Nowadays, you don't need them at the football games here. I'm in the United States, so I'm talking pass, catch football. And I'm sure even in the UK and all around the world, football, you guys have these binoculars, bird watchers, everybody. A lot of people have a pair of pretty decent or even beat up binoculars sitting around their homes. So this is how you're going to watch. You're going to need to get that. You're going to need to get, if you can, a camera stand. If you don't have access to a camera stand, that's fine. And I'm going to link this lady right here. She gives a really cool way how to do it.
All you need are a few household items. A pair of binoculars, of course, a tripod or stack of books, duct tape, scissors or a box cutter, two pieces of cardboard. Remember, it's extremely dangerous to look at this.
That is it. So it's pretty easy to do it. Basically, you draw an outline on it. I'll leave a link to this video in the description below, or maybe on one of the little card pieces they come across. Fancy. YouTube's getting so fancy lately. And that's going to be something else. So, and now, if you can't see it or the skies are gray, it's been pretty rainy here, so I might not be able to see it. So basically, on Monday, May 9th, from 2016 at 7 a.m. Eastern and then 4 a.m. Pacific, you'll be able to see it. Where the SLU satellite, they have an awesome setup over there, and they stream everything online. If you don't know much about the SLU, check out their Twitter, check out their page here. I'm going to go ahead and leave this. They do a lot through YouTube. They've got a YouTube channel on there as well. So I'll leave this link below. So if you can't miss it, great way to see it is always through SLU. Anything, even the meteor showers going on right now, SLU. Like I said, it's a pretty cool place. And it's a lot of decent, like, amateur type guys over there, not what you find when it's, I don't know if you've dealt with the astronomy field before, but yeah, it's not like the real pencil heads, excuse me, when I see you guys at the next space science conference. But all right, here we go. SpaceX private. We've been talking so much space news about the privatization of space. I think that there's a lot of people who watch my program believe that there's a secret space program. That we have a fleet of ships that can actually, maybe not interstellar, but can at least make it to Mars, can make it to the outer planets. They don't run off of standard propulsion, liquid chemical propulsion. Whether that is going on or not, I have no idea. It's been claimed. I forget the guy's name. I think it was Sam Brown as he was leaving. And I think this was a quote that gets misquoted a lot, so I don't want to quote it too much. But they say we could take ET home. Was it some of the technologies we have? And we're now finding that private people, um, you can see it on YouTube. There's so many different people are taking these technologies, these ion propulsions, different type of space sail propulsions, and they're coming up with these ideas. Now, SpaceX was one of the first that really got on board. I think they won that $1 million. I forget what it was. I think that's how they launched, if I can remember now. It's been so long now, and they finally won an actual money from the government, which in a way, okay, it ties them in, but they're going to be launching some satellites into orbit. And with India being able to do that, the at a very cheap rate compared to what the Pentagon can do it at. Let's read a little bit here. The Wall Street Journal reported that SpaceX has finally received their first U.S. military contract, and it's a huge deal. A huge deal. The U.S. Air Force awarded the Space Exploration Technologies Corporation, aka SpaceX, an $82.7 million deal. Wow. To launch a satellite into orbit in 2018. So that gives them, what, 2 years? Or maybe even less, or a little bit more depending on when. The goal of the satellite launch is to support the GPS system used by the military and consumers for navigation. Wow, that's pretty amazing. That is some coin just to get one up. Okay, now this is on the Mars again, back here. This is cool. Now, this was posted on the What's Up in the Sky forum. I tell you, if you're not a member of whatsupinthesky.com, every day people put up awesome articles that lead with links to stuff like this. Zoom and enhance. A lot of people know what that is, but from space, these couple guys here, Peter Mueller and Yao To of University College of London, developed a computer program that combines aerial satellite photos of Mars, each taken at slightly different angles to form a higher resolution composite. As they explain in their paper, and their paper's linked here, we're not going to go through how they did it, but the program had already combined photos from the MRO, which is the high-rise camera, which are the absolutely most stunning pictures. We've had some of my videos that have them on it. They have up to 25 centimeter resolution. Now that's the high-rise camera, up to 25 centimeter resolution. You can see up to 25 centimeters on the ground. So basically your wallet, you can see. It's just blows the mind. A little bit bigger than your wallet, And they've crafted it accurate images with resolution of mere 5 centimeters. So with this software, which is 8 images with reasonable quality, it can get up to 5 times more the resolution, Mahler says. Now they've showed that how it works. Let's see, the duo called their restoration technique GPT, or short for Gotcha PDETV. The scientists tested and validated their results by creating a high-resolution map of the tracks left by now defunct Spirit rover and comparing them to the rover's old on-the-ground photos. The researchers believe the GPT images could help find landing sites and opportunity of future Mars missions, and even research was believed to be ultra-salty water deposits under the Martian soil. All right, let's check out the originals here. So these two are originals taken by the satellite. Okay, now that's 5 meters, 10 meters, okay? Wow, look at the difference. You don't see any of this right here. I mean, that's pretty amazing. Look how blurry it is here. Just think how small some of this stuff. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. Pretty smart. They oversimplify how exactly Mueller and Tau program works. The program can compare the minute differences in pixel placement created by slowly different viewing angles of the same scene. Thanks to those tiny stereoscopic variations, we're able to relate the pixels we see in each photo into a higher resolution grid. Yes, it's pretty ingenious what they've done here. And look at the Spirit rover tracks there. I mean, you can absolutely see them, and you could if this is just from an image from the site here, imagine if I had that in Photoshop. What could have been put in there? Absolutely amazing. So more and more people coming out with ideas here to get more resolution out of these. So now this is kind of, I've been talking about the wheels on the rover for a while, and this is just, they're starting to get pretty bad off, but they're still in shape to climb the mountain. They have not said that we haven't knocked one off yet, and it's dragging. So the team operating NASA's Curiosity rover uses the Molly cam on the rover's arm to check the condition of the wheels at routine intervals. They also find some pretty cool anomalies and stuff as they go along as well. Interesting pieces of, randomness. Look at this one here. It's so funny. They always put the ones that have cool stuff right in the, right there in front of your face. Um, what's this up? Imagine blowing this up here. Check this out. Let's do it. Check that out right there. Interesting stuff behind there. Look at the interesting look. That looks like a pipe running down through there. That's not part of the rover. That's just part of whatever is on the other side of there. Interesting piece here. Comes up and over. You know, we're doing anomaly hunting in one of our videos, in a news video. Sorry guys, let me stop it now. But basically, they're still doing it. So they haven't changed the course. They have a little bit. They've been very carefully monitoring the rover's aluminum wheels, and boy have they been monitoring. Because I keep seeing these molly shots. That's that camera that's on the rover that comes and takes pictures around. Um, so the more we see, the more I believe they're worried about it. So let's see. Let's keep on moving. Moving right along in search of good times and good news. Bubbling, boiling water may have carved in the mysterious Martian slopes. Water may be boiling on Mars, scientists say, but it's not evidence that somebody is having a tea party. What in the world are these guys talking about, right? Let's check it out. Okay. So I believe what they're showing us here is boiling under sand. Okay. Boiling water may be responsible for some of the enigmatic geological features on the surface of Mars, according to a new study. Scientists have long-eyed slopes of the red planet that seem to be changing seasonally. Okay, they're talking now about the ones that are way up, taken from the the MOR, or the high-rise MRO, not about the ones we're actually finding. So they've got chances to actually come up, roll up on these, and just take a little sample out of its bottom. That wouldn't hurt anything. Right in play right now is an international treaty that if we find water somewhere or life, we won't contaminate it. Well, we found this water that runs down into these channels, and if you go right onto the website whatsupinthesky.com, you'll see search for water on it. If not, you'll probably see it on one of the sides perfectly at the edge. It could be scooped. It could be hit with the laser. The ChemCam laser will at least give us its composition. So much so, this is just saying it could be boiling some of those up. So I guess they're starting to give us reasons why these are actually there. So, and they're everywhere. So they're gonna have to start really coming out and telling us why are we seeing them all over the Curiosity rovers. Just this little 9-mile drive or whatever it's been from where it landed to where it is now. Okay, so here we go. Just thought this interesting. The JPL director, new one name. He's a GPS scientist, Michael Watkins. So, Michael Watkins has been appointed the new director at JPL and vice president at Caltech, the institute announced. Watkins is Clark Cockrell Williams Sentinel Chair of Aerospace Engineering and Director of the Center for Science Research at the University of Texas at Austin. So, sounds like he's good for the job. Hopefully, they will be forthcoming. JPL, if you watch my channel, we have a love-hate relationship with them. Some of the missions that have come back from NASA recently have been amazing, so I can't complain too much. All right, these 3 alien planets around a tiny cold star just might support life. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play this for you because it's from NASA. the copyrightspace.com there. That is pretty cool. See, we're looking the habitable zone of these planets that we're out looking into. Really, with different types of stars and everything, we don't know much about. We're just starting to learn just a little infancy of what actually could exist out there, how it could work, what could make something habitable. Maybe it's not a star that makes stuff habitable. Maybe there are these free floating planets that we see that have internal combustion. Who knows? So let's move a couple more and we're done, okay? Lunar shelters. Moon caves could protect astronauts. Looking at a large pit in the Marius Hills region of the moon may be a skylight leading into a subsurface cave known as a lava tube. Skylights could provide astronauts with the entrance to the lava tube where they could seek shelter from the harsh lunar environment, researchers say. So moon caves could provide shelter for astronauts exploring Earth's nearest neighbor. Pretty cool, huh? This is from the Grail spacecraft. They got this analysis back. It's mapped the moon gravitational field in unprecedented detail, turned up the number of new candidates for lava tubes, case-like structures that could be large enough to house supplies and astronauts. So check that thing out. These are this big. So maybe this is why when they say that the moon might be hollow, where they hear the bell, it ringing like a bell, these lava tubes are huge. That's Philadelphia. That's the size of Philadelphia right there. And a tube could be that big, and the entrance could be up at the top there. Imagine what could be there now. All right, so there was a mystery. And this is it after this we're done, okay? If you stuck with me this much, I love you. You are one of my subscribers that I absolutely love, and I am so thankful for you and that you stuck with me through thick, thin, everything. I'm going to keep getting you more videos, I promise. This year has been a bust for speed of videos, but I'm trying to at least do a little bit more work for you guys and get a little better stuff. But I have thousands of pictures that you guys have sent and emails I haven't gotten back to, so after we talk about Japan here, I'm gonna let you guys go, mow the lawn, and get back in here and get back on it. Get back to Mars, the moon, so much more to do. So Japan had lost its black hole satellite and it just reappeared and nobody knew what happened to it. This was okay. They had a $273 million black hole satellite. It was gonna watch, basically find and study a black hole. Um, you can see it in a free fall, like it's basically spinning up. Looks like they don't want me to see it. Basically, this thing was spinning around, and finally it did communicate with them, but apparently just enough to let them know that the thing was blown. And the astronomers who hoped that this mission could shed light on black holes now have taken their final bow on it. It was just too beat up, apparently. So I guess the spacecraft was designed to study the X-rays emitted by black holes, dark matter, and galaxy clusters in space. It was Japan's latest attempt in space exploration after two other failed attempts. Um, well, I don't think that their moon was too bad of a loss. They got some great stuff back from some really good pictures back from there. So. Um, Actually, you know what? That wasn't. That was the Chang'e. I'm actually wrong on that. I think that was China's. China's spacecraft. It wasn't Japan. Sorry about that. All right. So there were human errors. I guess they're told reporters in a press conference, according to International Business Times. But the bigger problem lies with our entire system, as we are not able to detect those errors. So basically, they can't find out what happened to it. So back to the drawing board, Japan. We go back there many a times, I tell you. And I like to see everybody go back to the drawing board with more space, more people in their basements, more private companies, private organizations that are not, that can levy for the launches, that can lobby to get the type of launches they need. And they don't have to be nuclear. It's so hard to get a nuclear launch. Like one like Curiosity, it has to go through so much scrutiny and everything, which is of course because you're sending, decaying radiation up into space, a block of it. But hopefully with today's technologies, we're not going to have to do that anymore. So with magnetics and new propulsion systems, if you listen to Richard Hoagland's show, Coast to Coast, all of these people have people and all the time talking about new propulsion systems, and it's going to bring it's anti-gravity. Wrote a song one time, anti-gravity. If you go check out Reverb Nation, you can find it somewhere. Type in anti-gravity Will Ferrar and you'll listen to it. It will be here one day. So, all right, guys, much love to you.